this season, and you could win a share of 3 million cedis in prizes, including a trip to Qatar and fuel vouchers. You could even walk away with a grand prize of 250,000 cedis in cash. A Kosovo Betway. Enter today at betway.com.gh, regulated by the Gaming Commission of Ghana, no under 18. Terms and conditions apply. Betway, for the love of the game. This week, lovely stuff. Todd Boehly, he has been talking. Chelsea's American owner, or one of the American owners, the one leading the pack. But he didn't say anything for a long time, and then he dropped a lot of bombs. One of them is basically that the English Premier League is sleeping on its marketing potential by not having an all-star game like they do in America. So you know, in American sports, NBA, baseball, the NFL, they have an all-star game. The NFL's all-star game is what they call the Super Bowl. The Pro Bowl actually is the Pro Bowl. The Super Bowl is obviously the final. Yeah. Then there's the NBA All-Star game, which is basically a whole All-Star weekend actually. Baseball have a 2-day thing they do for the All-Star stuff. So yes, Todd Boehly says that why can't we have an All-Star game in the league? North versus South. So the northern clubs will obviously be the guys including Liverpool, Manchester City, Manchester United, Leeds United. Yeah, you know those people. Down south, lots of the city-based clubs. Arsenal, Chelsea, Fulham, West Ham, Crystal Palace, Brentford. You know those teams. We're asking you out there, does the Premier League need an all-star game? So we are putting this out on our Twitter handle, Citi Sports GH. Just go out there and vote. Do you want to see an all-star game? Well, we here at Citi, in fact the sports desk, we like all-star stuff. So we've already put our all-star teams together for who would make an all-star team if there was a north and south demarcation. I have my team. Coach Nimley has his team. Nathan, Susu and Daniel have their teams. Edwin, Rita Mensah, everybody has a team. So we'll be putting those teams out there in a bit. But do go out there, Citi Sports GH, and vote. You can text into the show via text, WhatsApp and Telegram 0549 986 996 0549 986 996. We can't start the show without committing ourselves. It's a very hilarious weather this evening. Oh, Rabbi, take us away.
Meneswa Nimaswa Namaswa. You are Zebaut. Yehovah Zebaut. No balo woba. Wakogbele ya chomanche yeli aba. Jomo no jogana ma mumfen. No mi na nye waka efia egbo. Bi ejiheni hi kamo yo. Bi ejiheni ateshiye. Mo bo wotwe. Botwe small ba botwe. Money la kese kukurujile. Eje fanjiapo ni wokwe. Eje fanjiapo ni ka obata na wokwe. E ba gbo ye nele. When we go afen wogbe ami. Won fe wogbe ami ni noko aba. Won fe wogbe ami noko afe noko. Aketo boli ka north and south. Mo no ba gbele woda no wo ton le no ni yo mi. Agbeneke kumasa santi kotoko. Joma me na me wo Ghana here anu nyan.
RC Kadiogo.
RC Kadiogo bi edenche. Saka kotoko ani bula ba me. Bula me. Wo kumbi anu mo ekumi. Ni no na ba twa ochi na emi e. Ekumi. Eten edwe ayoko ajele akwete ni nai obochi nai kumasa santu na kwa ya ye nai ni nai na kwa ya ye ni no fe no fe ye Yesu gba me ene keni bi pi ni wo bi obi wo gba me.
Amen. So that's the foundation laid. Like I said, Todd Boehly's all-star game is a big one. Let me know what you think. You can get to me on Twitter. Tweet at me at Benjamin Nketsia. Use the hashtag #SportsPanorama. Let's listen to Todd Boehly briefly on what he said exactly, and then we'll come back in studio and we'll try to make some sense of it.
games. I mean, ultimately, I hope that the Premier League takes a little bit of a lesson from American sports and really starts to figure out, why wouldn't we do a tournament, with the bottom 4 teams? Why isn't there an all-star game? I mean, people are talking about more money for the pyramid. MLB did their all-star game in LA this year. We made $200 million from, a Monday and a Tuesday. So, I think you could do a North versus South, all-star game for Premier League and fund whatever the pyramid needed very easily.
He says you could do a North versus South thing for the All-Star game. And here at Citi Sports, like I'm telling you, we already did a breakdown of what that whole North and South demarcation would look like. So let me just quickly go through the teams that will be in the North, and then I'll go through the teams that will be in the South, and then I'll let Daniel start it off for us. So in the North, we have Newcastle, Wolverhampton Wanderers, Liverpool, Leeds United, Aston Villa, Manchester City, Manchester United, Everton Football Club, and Leicester City. Those make up the teams in the North. In the South, we have Fulham Football Club, we have AFC Bournemouth, Tottenham Hotspur, Southampton, Brighton and Hove Albion, West Ham United, Crystal Palace, Arsenal, Chelsea, and Brentford. Lampard thinks it will be a good idea. Jurgen Klopp doesn't seem to buy the idea too much. A lot of people are divided on it. Daniel, where do you stand on this, first of all? And secondly, where could you possibly fix an all-star game in the Premier League's crowded calendar?
I love the idea. I absolutely love the idea. And I share Todd Bowley's sentiments. I wonder why it's taking this long for this conversation to even be had. Because look, it's such a brilliant idea. The Premier League, already the most interesting league in the world. We always sit and imagine. It's like a dream team. You sit and imagine what it would be like if Salah could.
Like the way coach always dreams about which players could be playing for his team.
To think about if Salah could link up with De Bruyne or Harry Kane.
Yeah.
Look, and for it to be brought up.
Kevin De Bruyne, Ronaldo, Ronaldo, Salah, very tantalizing pairings.
It's a conversation that should be had. I'm not with the managers who are talking about a crowded fixture period. It's one game. After the FA Cup final, if there's an English team in the Champions League, fine. After they finish that game, the following weekend. And you see, with the NBA All-Star game, it is not some competitive game where players are killing themselves for points. No. It's just a nice, relaxed atmosphere where fans can come in, chill. Look, it's not like somebody will go and sit down in an All-Star game and go and do some crunching tackle to break somebody's leg. It's under a relaxed circumstance. It's a friendly game. You open the
probably get guys to show you all the tricks. They don't show you in a regular game.
And it's every football fan's dream. At the end of the season, the weekend after the season ends, we watch that game, it's done. Then they go on holiday and they come back the following season. People are talking about killing rivalry and things. So it doesn't make sense because these same players, we're already friends of the field. 1, 2. There's international football.
The international football, all of that.
They are very good friends. So look, it's a fantastic idea. It's a fantastic idea. In fact, for me, I think it should even be taken beyond the Premier League. When they finish, based on the UEFA coefficient rankings, they should do a top 4.
You mean UEFA can do an
Premier
all-star?
League 11 versus La Liga 11 versus Bundesliga 11 versus Italian Serie A 11. The last weekend of the European season, we finish it and then we go. These are the sort of things that we should be looking forward to. Because look, yes, even the idea of the Super Cup was played around with, and we had some people supporting the idea, which was complete nonsense. This one makes sense. This one makes perfect sense. It's a friendly, relaxed atmosphere. End of the season. Why wouldn't you want to see that?
Yeah.
No, that's the question. Why wouldn't you want to see that? Every basketball fan looks forward to
the All-Star weekend. Yeah,
it's something
that's true.
It's something everybody looks forward to. So, for us to have the Premier League, and look, I'm saying just sit down and imagine it. Yeah. You sit down and imagine.
Let me just read out your team to them. One of your teams.
No. Let me.
Oh, Charlie.
No, so the rules are, you see, the rules are just a maximum of 2 players from each club.
Yeah.
So you can't name more than 2 players from each club. They must follow a realistic formation. So it's not like you can go and do 2, 3, 5 and things. And then you also have to put players in their right positions or close to their right position so that it makes sense. Oh, my team of the North. Oh, Charlie.
The team excites you yourself.
What a team. My team of the North.
Yeah.
My goalkeeper is Nick Pope. Newcastle United.
Yeah.
My right back, Kieran Trippier. Newcastle United. Centre backs, Raphael Varane.
Charlie.
Manchester United. 4-time Champions League winner. 1-time World Cup winner.
Hey, Charlie.
Partnered with Virgil van Dijk.
Liverpool.
Liverpool. My left back,
Uh-huh.
Luca Digne.
Look at this.
Aston Villa. My midfield, Ruben Neves.
Okay.
Wolves. Wilfred Ndidi. Leicester City. Kevin De Bruyne. Manchester City.
That's a very nice midfield.
And then the front three. Oh, Charlie. Randy. The front three. Mohamed Salah.
Oh, Charlie.
Liverpool. Charlie. Erling Haaland. Manchester City. Oh, Charlie. Cristiano. Oh, Charlie. Cristiano Ronaldo. See what the front. This front three has over 2,500 goals. This front three.
Yeah.
It has over 2,500 goals.
Splendid.
Can you defend against this front three? Nah. But you see, Nketsia, my team of the South it excites me
More than the North.
even more than the team of the North. Oh,
Charlie. Let's get into it.
Hey, my goalkeeper is currently the best goalkeeper in the world. Is it not true? Edouard Mendy.
Charlie, let's not do this.
Oh, FIFA recognizes Edouard Mendy as the best goalkeeper in the world.
But does he recognize himself?
Oh, he's the best keeper in the world. You can't take it away from him. My right back, Quao Walker-Peters. Southampton.
Walker-Peters there some way.
Centre back, Walker-Peters.
The ball by some way. Some way.
It's not even got into the juice yet. Centre back, Christian Romero, Tottenham Hotspur.
Yeah, nice pick.
Mohamed Salisu,
Oh, Charlie.
Southampton.
Too much Salisu.
Left back. This guy wanted to remove him, but
You were limited with your options.
no, he has political backing.
Ah.
Aaron Creswell. He didn't say, we'll take it like that. My midfield three, Declan Rice, N'Golo Kante,
Hey,
Thomas Partey. Name a better midfield three.
this is a hard midfield.
No one shall pass.
It's simple.
This is a very hard midfield.
But
No one shall
the front
pass.
three. The front three in my south is way better than the front three in the north.
Let's behave ourselves, my brother. I see somebody in there that's
Gabriel Jesus,
Should have mentioned that now.
Harry Kane,
And
and Jordan Ayew.
Charlie,
Oh,
let's not
Charlie.
do this.
Jordan Ayew.
How did we get here? Yes, Charlie, how coach is laughing?
Can you compare a front three
At
of
least
Salah,
admitted that.
Salah, Haaland, and Ronaldo
Yeah.
to the greatness of Jordan Ayew, Harry Kane, and Gabriel Jesus?
I'm done with you. Susu, let me come to you real quick. Let me skip over you. Let me go to Coach real quick. Coach,
Yeah.
Daniel has spoken about the idea. I mean, if you think about it, do you like the idea first of all? Does it make any sense to you?
Look, to be honest with you, I don't like the idea. I'm a coach, so I don't like the idea.
You are thinking about injuries and
No.
tiredness and
Even-
whatnot?
Not even that, but even if you listen to Todd Bowley himself, there's only one reason why he's championing that idea:
Money.
money.
No, but I think
But coach is a business.
I think it is a
past that
business.
point.
I
And
don't like that idea.
You don't think fans will want to see the best players from different teams play together?
I wouldn't want to watch anything that is not competitive.
Mm.
That is why, personally, I don't like that. Why should I bring together Harry Kane, De Bruyne, Cristiano Ronaldo, Haaland, and have them to go and play for fun? Why should I do that? Nketsia, why would you do that?
Because I want to see what it looks like when different players from different clubs link
because
up.
I want to see De Bruyne in the mood that will allow players like Salisu to get him to feel the sensation in his bones. Then we are playing football. But I will be telling Salisu, when De Bruyne gets the ball, allow him to pass. What is that?
Oh, coach, there's nothing like you can play as competitive as you want.
It can be as competitive as
It can never be competitive. It can never be. It kind of look. We watch the one that are being played in America.
Yeah.
It's never competitive. It's for fun, and for me that is the reason why I don't like it.
I know people say you need to be arrested for that South front three.
That's the reason why I don't like it.
Are they coaching?
Because at the end of the day, if you want to bring together stars, let's see them in the mood that will compel them to bring their true character out naturally, not artificially. I think this is an artificial game. It's always been one. It will always be one. So I mean, because of that, I don't like it.
You don't like it because of the non-competitive nature.
Yes. I don't like it.
I'll read coach's team to you when he finishes.
Yes. So the team I picked is based on, as at now, if we were to play that game, then obviously people like Mohamed Salah and Co, they should come nowhere closer to any team, whether north or south.
Let me read you Coach Nimley's team. After that, we will post Coach Nimley's team on the Citi Sports handle so you can have a look at it. So, Coach, for the South, Coach has Aaron Ramsdale.
Yes.
In post.
As we speak, he's the best goalkeeper in the South.
In the South.
Nobody argues that.
Nobody.
He's not better than
Mendy. Top.
Mendy, he's got problem. Mendy, he's got serious problem. Okay, go can it be?
Coach again has Mark Cucurella.
Yes, Kukurudu. Obawo.
Left back.
Get more left and again roll ball.
He
just the rope back and forth. Rubber overlapping. A rope.
Reece James.
Onapo.
At right
Reece
back.
James. The whole. He's the best.
You mean
back.
the whole Deho?
No, Mokuba.
Oh, Charlie.
It's here for Mountain ye. Mambi, Nyabu to the bar. Nina compare no ni DKF. Aba, neke. Aba. I told me ni aba.
Hold on. Centre backs. Coach has William Saliba.
Yes.
And Mohamed
Salisu.
Oh, Charlie.
Proper balance. I'm a fair mediji. Nabo.
Let me go to your midfield. In the middle of the pack, you have James Ward-Prowse.
Yes.
And Declan Rice.
You see, if you look at that side of the country,
they
lack flair players. So what you really need to do is to give them proper balance. And for them, their better players are all wingers and attackers. True. So if we can solidify the midfield with workaholics like Declan Rice and then Ward-Prowse. When you mention N'Golo Kante, what is he going to do inside the team?
N'Golo Kante, Thomas Partey, and Declan Rice.
Apart from Declan Rice, those two people you are mentioning are all highly incrodistic.
They've been
incrodized. Because look at the two of them. Look at the two of them. When they are walking, thigh strain, they are jogging, hand strain, they stamp. Stick behaviors. Partey and N'Golo Kante. They come nowhere closer.
Let me finish the coach team. Dejan Kulusevski.
Yes.
And then Wilfred Zaha. So coach has a 4-4-2. Yeah, coach is playing a 4-4-2. So let me just go over. Ramsdale, Reece James, Saliba, and Salisu.
Yes.
Cucurella, Declan Rice, Ward-Prowse, Zaha, Kulusevski, Mitrovic, and Kane.
You see, Kane will drop like he normally does. He will drop into midfield and take the ball off Ward-Prowse and Declan Rice. Get a join the canonic and Meshiha or Mitrovic. Get a passage in the in the air. Mitrovic. Banyan Atinakasa. Mitrovic. As we speak today, is he not on form?
Nobody.
He's the striker on form. Mitrovic.
Nobody.
I think Ivan Toney is pretty close.
He's unproven. He's
so you put him on the bench first.
Like they say first 11. If we were to go to a full team,
like you have him on the bench. Let me go to coach's North team. So the North has De Gea, but coach is De Gea the most
important. As we speak now,
Edison.
4 clean sheet.
You have a So De Gea is in post. You have Robertson, Varane, Van Dijk, and Trippier. That's almost like Daniel's backline.
That's why I said he copied my backline.
minus Luka Digne. You have the same backline.
No more left back Digne. Digne. Where you come back Digne? Robertson.
Digne was a Barcelona.
Robertson and Van Dijk means You will get to the attack.
Robertson on the left, Trippier on the right.
You get to the attack.
Rafael Varane and Virgil van Dijk
in the middle.
Abba. So
the Liverpool
ni Abba.
Oma sound.
Say he's called
Ni Abba.
Tell me where is that sound to coming from? What is it?
He said it's the Birdman sound. I'm still trying to get the original sound. I'm not getting it.
So in midfield, look at my team.
Onana. Amadou Onana.
Onana of Everton. Onana.
Coach, you said Ivan Toney was unproven, but
Onana. Which midfielder would you, as we speak today, Onana
is on current form.
On current form, Onana.
What on current form was on current form?
On current form, Onana.
What is of Everton? We've played 7 matches with current form.
But 7 matches, is it not current form?
Salah, man, Paul like a machine, be over the bar so July.
John Jones.
Well, ask the Liverpool supporters. See. Oh, now Paul machine, Gaja, Mohamed Salah, over the bar. Oh, no matter.
Ruben Neves,
and
Jacob Ramsey.
Look,
you copy my.
See that boy of Aston Villa.
Yeah,
the
20-year-old.
He's so good. He's excellently good.
He's a brilliant player.
All you need from Onana, everybody who comes,
let them feel.
And they put me. And then we kaji me. We are me.
In the kaji
Ruben Neves. Ruben Neves no ajapati say. Onam no chiche. Ochiche. Passes.
Up front, coach has Erling Haaland, De Bruyne, and Alan Saint-Maximin.
Excitement be what?
Alan Saint-Maximin.
And Nimley be what?
You mean All-Star is about entertainment?
Maximin.
Charlie.
Can you mention any winger currently on form in the Premiership than Maximin?
No, Maximin is my guy.
I can mention
Alexi.
I can mention 6 wingers on form.
Who are they?
Than Maximin.
Who are they?
Number 1, Kulusevski.
Oh no, Kulusevski is salt. I cannot get salt.
Number 2. You say in the Premier League.
Kulusevski.
Go ahead, I'm listening to you.
Number 2, Martinelli.
Oh,
Martinelli is the most informed guy in the league. Maximin. As we are speaking, highly uncrododized.
No.
The guy is injured.
Ankle problem. It's not incrodo. You see, when you are diagnosing the injury of this, you have to be specific.
Maximin, the whole league.
Nobody gets to pass out.
Maximin. He got Maximin, last time. Maximin, you got the Newcastle parking lot, no? Then his car key fell on the floor. When he bent down to pick the thing up,
don't do this. Don't do this.
This is my team.
Yeah.
And with this team,
we are posting the
as
team.
We speak. Nobody.
No, ni Abba. Nathan, talk to me a bit more about the scheduling for this potential All-Star game if it ever does actually happen. Is it possible it could be like a Super Cup Community Shield type game? Is it something they need to fix in the middle? Like, how do you feel about even the whole idea, and where could you fix it?
I mean, I think it's a very interesting idea, having players play a North versus South type of thing. I mean, I find it quite refreshing, and I think it will be fun to try it out. I don't know how the players will feel about it, but I think that for entertainment value, it's great. Where would you put it? You know, these days that the Premier League has a bit of a winter break. So, for example, if the winter break starts this weekend or after a certain round of games, so we play games on a Saturday and Sunday, right? Yeah. So we can have the All-Star game, say, the next Wednesday or the next Thursday if you want. You get it. Great. I feel that is a great place to put it.
So more or less during the season, not after.
No, during the season. So you know the winter break is 2 weeks.
Jurgen Klopp will not release any player.
How? Is that for a game?
He's not. He doesn't have a choice.
He doesn't have a choice.
The Premier League is mandating that we are playing All-Star. They will bring the players.
I think the players themselves will love it. You know how the NBA does. This player has 10 All-Star appearances. This guy has 5. It's prestige for you.
December. When we have a winter break over a weekend, and we know that we are not playing any league games for the next 2 weeks or 3 weeks, so we play a game over a weekend. Wednesday or Thursday night, we have All-Star game, and then they can relax the rest of the time and get ready for the second half of the season. I think that it can be done. I think the Premier League should experiment and see, will the players like it? Probably not. But it's one game.
I think that the ones who will this
I think a lot of it will hinge
on the
player
players
buy-in.
Yep.
Player
If the players
buy-in. If
decide
the
that.
players feel that is an okay idea, they'll try it.
Yeah. So we are posting the teams as at now. Let us know what you think. Should the Premier League have an all-star game? If they should, where could they possibly fix that one particular game? Let me read a few messages coming through. And then we'll talk about some other stuff. This one here says all-star game will be truly fantastic. The man.
I also have my selection.
No, I'll come to you in a bit. Let me just read a few messages, so I'm coming back there. This one here, Charlie, see the name of the guy. He says the man must be commended for such a wonderful idea. From your boy, Ashikisha Pioto.
What kind of name is this? Ashikisha Pioto, that
Nah, Charlie, let's not do this. Coach, for those who don't know Ashikisha Pioto, what is that?
Read more message.
I think Ashikisha Pioto will have to be pants made from the flour sack.
From the flour sack. You know, what's the name of that? Golden flour. You know, with the blue windmill. You know, so easy to sew.
When is the Pichichi wear something?
No, Pichichi must answer to the Sahindri for this. Charlie, let's go. Let me read more messages. This one here is from Austin from Ashama. It says Daniel is saying nobody will go in for crunch tackles. It's funny. Let them go and give a go ahead, and Conor Cody will break Salah's leg. Conor Cody won't find himself in an all-star game to begin with.
Conor Cody, who is selecting Conor Cody?
England international.
Oh, please.
You should say that, Charlie, 2 seasons ago, I read a stat about Conor Cody. In his whole life in the Premier League, he hadn't done one tackle.
Charlie, what is the meaning?
He was only interested in passing.
What is the meaning of this? Strawberry in Salaga says, but Todd Bowley's idea is no different from the FPL. This one is
one of my players just scored.
Yeah.
Ramsey.
Yeah, Jack Ramsey.
Moses Kofi Noy from Ablekuma South says, I pray the Black Stars perform better in the upcoming friendlies. It will boost morale and also help us to ascertain our strengths and weaknesses. Bring Thomas Tuchel back to the bridge. He's carved for the job. This one here is from Senna from Kumasi. Says the community shield can be scrapped for the All-Star game. That thing has lost its relevance. I'd relish an All-Star Premier League game. Well, that's an idea as well. This one here says this is a good idea, but when the Super League was announced by Uncle Florentino, people bashed him. I'll go back and read it. Nana Ado Neba. E-Levy texting from Tema. Charlie, I'm essentially. Good evening, Ben. The All-Star game is a great idea as it will generate lots of revenue for the clubs, but it seems the North All-Stars will edge the Southern Stars because of the clubs in the North. Well, nobody has told Arsenal and Tottenham and Chelsea and Co to be sleeping on the job. Once upon a time, Manchester City could not look at Chelsea's team and actually think they could even compete. So times change. It's not their fault. Farouk Headliner from Lakeside says everyone is hating, but an all-star game is a really good idea, whether it's in England or football in general. Even if it's only for charity, I feel like fans would really enjoy seeing the best players in the world play against each other for a game. Todd is indeed a visionary businessman. This one here says, hi Ben. When you take a team from the Roman Empire and dash it to a Todd, this is the way Chelsea will go. I didn't get the name there. Nijan from Takrady says, Man United and Hearts of Oak are the 2 best clubs in the world, and I love you guys so much. This one here also says, Ben and team, on Sunday, my darling club Hearts will surely discipline the Rosalinda boys and tell the city of Kumasi that Kadiogo will surely silence them come Sunday. Oman Gato from Tema. This one here from Edmond from Nungwa. Please, I want to know why you have removed Nimley's voice from the intro. Has his voice been removed? His voice is all over the intro. This one says, yes. The Panorama crew is on. The scars of boredom give way to sweet sports vibes from the sports Panorama crew. Hey, boys. Arguably the best sports crew in GH. Oh, Charlie. No more. Please let coach give me a big egboom.
Oh, no more.
And Kweku from Abloman, inside Sappeman. And a neighbor to Kweku Bonsam. Hey, Charlie. This is your specifications there. Vincent Escobar says, enjoying the most interesting show from Agojo inside Yellow Krobo. You made my day when speaking the gun. I always record you when speaking gun so that if I'm in a sad mood, I will just play it like a song and listen. I will laugh, sir. Charlie, people they do this.
When you come about ni aba.
Ni aba. Charlie. This right here says that we miss you guys. Klopp must resign. Greetings to all Brecum Chelsea supporters. Best of luck against Samatex. Lipu Mama with this one. Charlie, Lipu Mama says Klopp must resign. No. When Lipu Mama talk, that'll be the matter finished. Klopp must resign.
But you are in support of it, isn't it?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm in support of a change. I mean,
But I cannot believe
you can't believe what?
This is amazing.
What is amazing? One Premier League in 7 years.
The ungrateful behavior.
Oh, Massa.
Ungrateful behavior.
Because of what?
Without Klopp,
Look at-
you'll be in seventh.
Look,
You'll be in
see,
seventh.
it's a difference.
We saw you people.
It's a difference in mentality. Chelsea have won titles recently. They won club work. They are
sacking
sacking
manager.
their coach. You won one Champions League in 7 years, one league title in 7 years, but you are there doing what?
It was before that. It was one league title in 30.
Yeah, whatever it is. This one here says, I think the Premier League All-Star game will be great. It can easily replace the Community Shield. I wonder what took us this long to get here. Well, Todd Bowley. He says
Most visionary owner in
See,
world
that-
sports.
the uninitiated Isaac Kwesi Alavi. Okay. Inside Community 16. Inside. Nice one. Last one.
You keep vomiting.
Somebody say, Dandy K, hey, I just vomited my fufu that
You
I've
keep
eaten.
vomiting.
Hey,
It's left with the
Jordan, are you? Saying.
It's left with the soup.
Fame from
Vomit
Amasama.
all.
Nathan, give us your team, your all-star team. Not first, and then we'll get into
No, but these people, what are they talking about?
Relax, cool down,
It's okay. You-
cool down.
anyway. So
Jordan,
my,
are you?
Nana Abutre.
my team of the north has Alisson in post.
Okay, first one with Alisson.
No, hold on.
Alisson was on award.
David,
Many
hold on,
Alisson.
let me-
Liverpool can. Let me Alisson.
Oh, Charlie Numube.
Is that not what basa basa bona?
Okay, you that one because if I add Alisson, it
No, please.
I defy one of the rules.
You only
One
have
of the rules.
two players per
Two
team.
players per
No,
team.
let me go.
Okay, so no, relax. So I'm here to name a goalkeeper. So let's continue. We'll add one later. Trippier,
Call you
Varane,
Sisu.
and Van Dijk. No, I'll add one very quickly.
Trippier, Varane, Van Dijk.
Yes,
You copy me.
but let me finish.
Relax.
The left back.
Continue. Who's your left back?
No, I don't have left backs. We are going back to
Otuanan against 11.
no, back then I'm more. Hold on, let me add. You let me put Pope there. Now, boys will say
Obe left back.
I've added Pope.
Uh-huh.
My midfield midfield 5 of Diaz, Harrison of Leeds,
Okay.
Wilfred Ndidi,
Okay.
right? Rodrigo of Leeds, and Alan St. Maxim. So
Interesting.
I'm gonna have an
No,
interesting.
who you have on top? Who you have on top?
Up top, no, Kevin De Bruyne behind Erling Haaland. Kevin
South.
De Bruyne behind Erling Haaland.
South.
Ramsdale in post.
No Salah.
No, I didn't add.
Salah ebe form no more.
A bet form no more. Salah bet form no more.
No
A
Cristiano.
bet form no
No, I
more.
didn't add Cristiano. Maybe if by next month we talk about
man
this
you ever
again.
check you. No bench player be able. Ako e warm you can bat team me.
my southern team, Ramsdale,
Charlie, I won't do the show again.
Ramsdale,
Yeah.
Thiago Silva, Joachim Anderson,
I was tempted to put him
Thiago
in.
Mini.
Thiago Silva, no more.
Chelsea defender.
Thiago Silva.
Edomo Jalami. Edomo.
Me fainting.
Me didn't say Edomo team man.
And then
Edomo
Christian
Jalami.
Romero.
Are
Then
you wicked?
Christian Romero. That's my back three.
Okay.
Right, a midfield 5 of Reece James on one side, Martinelli on the other side,
Okay.
James Ward-Prowse and Pierre-Emile Højbjerg.
To Martinelli, wing back.
Yeah, Martinelli's a winger. He
3-0
run up and down.
defeat.
Is it 3-0?
And then the front three of Mitrovic, Kane, and Zaha. Mitrovic, Kane, and Zaha.
Interesting.
Mitrovic, Kane.
So are you ready?
Yeah.
Before I go, I have to say, Todd Bowley, they should give him the Premier League to run.
Me no
They should give him the Premier League to run.
You mean more business-like decisions,
The most-
more entertainment
He's
decisions?
the most forward-thinking owner in world football.
Oh,
Listen,
factos.
I'm this close to disowning AC Milan and joining Chelsea. I'm this close.
This guy.
Because I can see the vision. I can see a club going straight to the top. Straight.
You mean you can see
this
the,
north and south vision.
Yes.
you can see Todd Bowley going straight to the top?
See, he's running a business. He understands business. You know business?
You mean it's about money? Everything else is secondary.
Football Bill Gates. Football Jeff Bezos.
Going straight to the top. Molly. Molly.
Charlie, don't do this. Don't do this.
Football Elon
Don't do
Musk.
this.
Innovative. Charismatic.
Oh, Charlie.
Intelligent.
Oh, Charlie.
Oh, What more can I say?
Champion third.
Champion third.
Oh, Charlie.
Maybe
I
you can
don't
borrow a few adjectives from Caesar.
See, I don't watch baseball, but right now I'm an LA Dodgers fan.
Charlie.
He's convinced me.
No, the man be serious.
He's convinced me. So me, no more third. All the best. We did your back.
Give me your team. Give me your team. What your
You
team
want to
looks
start
like.
with the North or the
North,
South?
North.
Choose what you want to do. It's not better than my team.
That's what you think.
Go ahead.
Team
Go
that is
ahead.
causing people to vomit fufu and
Because they've not seen that. You see, the degree of wisdom.
Daniel's no any
can't
degree.
see.
The team is on the paper now. We all see
John, are
him.
you? Gabriel is a hurricane. Who's in pay?
okay, you
You are not the coach of my team. Leave my team alone.
Go ahead,
So
Susu Graham.
me, I didn't pick based on. I picked based on reputation. So some off form.
Yeah. It doesn't matter. The form doesn't matter for you.
Class is permanent.
Thank you. That's all.
Cristiano.
Let's go.
So in Pool we have Jose Sa.
Jose Sa.
Yes.
Wolves.
Wolves.
Wolverhampton.
Oh, Jose Sa. Oh,
Wolves
coach.
be a goalkeeper.
Champion goalkeeper.
Better than who?
Jose Sa is from Portugal, right?
Portugal, yeah.
Portugal.
Keeper. Then on the right, me, I don't care that he can't defend. I want him.
Trent.
Alexander-Arnold. I don't care. We are here to score goals.
Hard.
In the back, on the left side, Renan Lodi. You know
Okay.
Renan Lodi
Lodi.
from
Atletico Madrid's
Yeah,
Renan
he's
Lodi.
Nottingham
Nottingham
Forest.
Forest, yeah.
So he's a nice pickup. No one, they weren't seen him coming. Then in midfield, centre back, Rafael Varane and Sven Botman.
Eesh.
I give right foot, left foot. We are giving balance.
Balance.
The midfield, Carlos Enrique Casimiro.
Oh, Charlie.
No size. No one shall pass.
No one shall pass.
Then we'll add Kevin De Bruyne and Ruben Neves. So when the free kick comes, we decide who's going to score the goal. Is it De Bruyne? Is it Neves? But the ball is going.
I like it.
Then up front,
There's no flavor.
There's no flavor. This team.
Go ahead.
finish.
Don't mind,
say there's no flavor.
Up front.
But we have all the flavor in Alan Saint-Maximin.
Oh,
All the flavor in
Maximal and Oleji number 1.
yeah.
Maximal number 1.
Alan said
He
Maximin.
said there's no flavor. He said there's no. That's the flavor.
32nd minute in Krodo.
Then on the right side, you say is not informed, but I don't care. The goals will come.
Mohamed Salinho.
Mohamed Salah. That's all
Salinho.
you need to know. And we'll add Erling Haaland.
Spice.
So when
Spice.
De Bruyne and Saint-Maximin putting the balls in, we have two of the best finishers in the league. That's all.
Two of the best finishers in the league.
Yes.
Who and who?
Haaland and Salah.
Team crap.
But you see.
I don't want to hear when you are saying your team. When you are saying your team, no one say anything. No.
People added, you added your life to your team. Nobody complained.
I'm not complaining.
When you said your team, did I say anything? Talk to coach. Or don't talk to me. I left you.
Just relax. I'm just saying that when you say two of the best finishers in the league,
means
are
that-
you saying it for political purposes or you are saying it as a
But that
statement
is an
of-
unfortunate. That is an unfortunate statement.
It's a very unfortunate statement.
Two of who?
Two of who?
Two of the best.
You take out Cristiano Ronaldo.
Two of the best doesn't mean the two best too.
He didn't say the
He says two of the best.
the best.
Of the
Go
best.
ahead.
I didn't say the two best.
Go ahead.
Just relax.
Go ahead with your southern
Relax for
team.
me.
South. Let's hear your southern team.
In the south, I have Robert Sanchez in goal. Now, I like
Let me get.
Brian,
That's Brighton's goalkeeper.
How many keepers they choose on?
Don't mind anybody. Let's go ahead.
Let them play with their
Robert
team.
Sanchez is in the Spanish national team, isn't
Yes.
he?
Yeah. Spanish numbers.
Let's go ahead.
We
Go
like to
ahead.
play from the back.
Thank you.
No, we like artistic goalkeepers.
Thank you.
Adama is also in there.
Let's go ahead. Let's go ahead.
Right back, I have Reece James, of course.
Hard.
Left back, Mark Cucurella.
Charlie.
That's my Chelsea coach.
Hard.
In the back, we have strong black men in William Saliba and Mark Guehi.
Strong.
Strong black. Guehi.
On goal merchant. Go.
Oh, don't worry.
Middle.
Declan Rice, Moses Caicedo, and
Hey,
Lucas Paqueta.
This one, what?
Oh, you didn't say A for my midfield.
What is your own?
Mention your midfield. Mention
You
your
had what? Kante, Partey, and Declan Rice.
Charlie, I don't
Hardest.
show again. You go.
Let's go ahead.
More cannot
Give me your front line.
So I went with Bukayo Sako, Hurricane,
Bukayo
and
Saka.
Son
Saka.
Heung-min.
That's hard.
Saka, Son, and who?
Harry Kane.
Is better than Jordan Kane and Gabriel Jesus.
Okay, let's round
We
it.
should ask the fans.
Let's round it off. Let me give you my team. What the North looks like. Pogo Fi beat me. The North, Alisson always playing the fool in between the sticks. So Pickford is my choice.
La ilaha.
Pickford. Did you see Pickford against Liverpool?
Jordan Pickford.
Were they able to get beyond him?
Current form. Jordan Pickford.
Jordan Pickford. Fantastic goalkeeper.
The hand of
Yeah.
Jord.
Yeah. Right back, Trent Alexander-Arnold. Assist merchant, Ojinemu Painting. James Tarkovsky.
Hey!
Tarkovsky.
I don't know how you manage two Everton players.
Yeah. And then there's Lisandro Martinez. The
Nice.
Butcher.
The Butcher.
The Butcher. Oh yeah, the Butcher Jinemu.
One high ball, poo.
Kieran Trippier. Free kick merchant. In the middle. Oh, Charlie. Picasso. Oh, Charlie. Oh, Charlie.
Who is a Picasso?
I don't know what.
Who?
Are you asking me?
Man.
Picasso.
Idea man.
Thiago Alcantara. There's no the only one.
So you move on because as for the
Kevin De Bruyne
okay.
by his side.
Okay, sorry.
And then there's Jack Harrison for pace. Up front, Erling Haaland.
okay.
And then there's Alance Maxima,
the
aka the headband. Oh, Charlie.
And then the flavor.
And then beside him,
Gucci.
the only one.
The only one.
The only one.
The only one.
The Cristiano.
Oh, Charlie.
The Cristiano. You can decide to leave the show now. It's enough. The Cristiano. See, nobody is beating this front line. Haaland as the middle.
Forget.
Ronaldo on the left. Say Maxima on the other. Forget.
Ronaldo on the left.
Ronaldo on the left.
All-star game, please.
Okay, no problem. We understand.
South. Charlie, the South goalkeeper, Miss Effie, they funny me. Alphonse Areola. No, cool down for me. Cool down for me. Alphonse Areola. Backline. Reece James, right back. Mohamed Salisu is my left back. I'm playing him at left back. And then I have Saliba and Thiago Silva. Again, I'm going for reputation here. Saliba and Thiago Silva. In the middle of the park, Thomas third party,
Simple.
the octopus,
The best.
Lucas Paqueta,
Oh, yeah, Paqueta is good.
Eberechi. Oh, Eberechi. Eberechi Eze. See, I've watched central midfielders this season. All of them will have to carry Eze's boot to the field. Every single one of them. Up front, Wilfred Zaha. Hurricane.
Zaha over Jordan and you.
Oh, hell yeah.
This guy idea.
Let's be respecting ourselves.
You will take Zaha over Jordan and you.
Daniel, if you are a coach and they give you Jordan and Zaha and you took, I'm sure Jordan himself will tell you that, coach, don't do this. he himself will tell you that, coach, don't do this. Kane and Son to finish the team. Agroni Apon. Let me read a few messages and then we'll talk about the weekend's fixtures and then we'll talk about some Bet Power Ghana Premier League action. People are upset over the Pickford choice. People are really upset over the Pickford choice.
The hand of Jord.
Hey!
Nketsia.
Yo.
Me, I've posted my team. Before you come and make suggest, bring your team. Bring your team. You to bring your team and follow the
Don't go
rules.
copy anybody.
Somebody said I've named my team without Reece James. Why Reece James or why not?
Ade, a boy ekpano. They play the ball for line top. Or
Let me read more messages. This one says, per coach's logic, friendly matches shouldn't be allowed. Senna.
Friendly international at national
It's a different level.
It's a different level.
Okay.
That one is competitive. This one, what is competitive?
Hold on. This one here is from Gobesika Insifie, aka Addicted to Gobe, listening live from Dansoman Sahara. The name is Gobesika Insifie. Nah, boys be hard. He says, after the Bet Power Premier League, there should be a North and South game. You see, he's suggesting it for the Ghana League. This one says the Chelsea owner wants to introduce the NBA All-Star Game concept to the EPL Zilla from 25, Committee 25. This one says, my prayer is that Chelsea should not fall like the way Man U has fallen. Gala inside Zam City. This one says, Nketsia, what is coach saying? Then why do we do charity games? I support the idea.
They're not competitive. Look, my stand was because of the fact that they have never been competitive. I don't like it.
So okay, so this subscribes to the idea of pre-season games.
No, but pre-season games are competitive games.
They are competitive.
They are.
This one here says, I don't like the idea. Zero competitive spirit. English FA will never buy into this. Alex Dwayne. This one also says the the All-Star thing won't work simply because the entire English population will push against the idea, and it being an American thing will make them hate it more. The players won't overexert themselves and risk injuries too. It won't be competitive enough. Coming from Santa Maria. This one says, Danny K just had to bring in Jordan Ayew. It be tight they pay. Back we see from Pig Farm. Charlie, listen, he over me. It's okay. Don't react. It's okay.
No, I can't
Jordan, are you all the way?
Let it slide.
I can't let it go. Back we see, bring your team.
North, South is a no-no. How many of us watch or like watching testimonials or testimonial matches? Okay.
We like it.
This one here says that the idea of the All-Star game is one that must not be tolerated. It's nothing but a businessman looking for a way to make more money.
Stop
It's a
playing
business.
the Premier League.
But it's a
I'm
business.
surprised.
Stop playing
Why are
FPL.
people acting like the money goes into Todd Bowley's pocket?
Pockets.
He even said that they will use it for the football pyramid. So it's going to Division 6, Division 7.
Yeah. This one here says, hi guys, today I totally agree with coach because anything uncompetitive is not worth it. This is likely to kill the rivalry and we don't need that. David from Navrongo with that one. Daniel Cranty should stop that noise.
See, how to respond to this
Daniel,
rivalry?
give them one. Give them one.
I have to respond to this rivalry one.
Which one?
Because even the Liverpool, Man City, Man U players, all of the Brazilians, they were calling Fernandinho our captain. No. These are people who are supposed to be rivals. They go to Fernandinho's house.
Fans are here talking about rivalry. The day Man United lost 6-1 to Man City, that night when Rooney was drinking Coke and Sprite and champagne with the same City players who were battering his team at Old Trafford at his birthday party.
Charlie, so wait. Let's get into the Manchester Derby because it's a big game. Yao Preko is Great Olympics coach. Samuel Boedu is Accra Hearts of Oak coach. Charlie, Olympics have been slapping Accra Hearts of Oak all over the place in the past couple of seasons. Yao Preko says, we nearly killed them last season. Charlie, that's what he said. And I'm quoting, these are his own words. He says, we nearly killed them last season. They were lucky. And so we are going back to the drawing board to get things right. Let's get into it. Let me start off with you, coach. The Manchester Derby is upon us. Hearts of Oak have a CAF Confederation Cup game lurking somewhere in the corner. But they've bought pretty well this off-season. They've not beaten Olympics since 2020.
Yeah.
That's how long it has been. Yeah. Olympics look like they are not ready to be beaten by Hearts of Oak anytime soon. The game would definitely be a cracker. I don't know what you make of this, but where would this be won and lost, knowing how both managers like to play and knowing the set of players available to them?
Look, I think Accra Great Olympics are well prepared for this. They took the top 6 very, very serious. And that was very smart on the part of Yapreko. Whilst Hearts of Oak were using unknown players, Aurora's players, and to play the top 6, Yapreko saw that competition as a proper preseason opportunity to prepare his team. And therefore, Accra Great Olympics did very well and eventually won that tournament. The league started last week, and we all saw what they did in their first game. Hearts of Oak went to Adriana and got beat. The Hearts of Oak setup, on paper, look a very, very solid team. But Coach Boedu has not had a chance to work with this team. When I say work with the team, he's not had a chance to bring in the likes of Kunedu Yadom and 1 or 2 players that the team has bought to get them to experience the Boedu's way of doing it. And psychologically, Accra Great Olympics, Boedu has never beaten Accra Great Olympics since he came to Accra. And that to me is a worry. And for the fact that Hearts of Oak lost that game against Adriana, Hearts of Oak goeth into this game, go a serious pressure. They can't afford not to get a result.
They goeth into the game under
serious pressure.
Thank you.
They can't afford not to get a result. And for me, this Hearts of Oak team have shown over the years that whenever they are under the microscope and everybody's looking at them, go out there and perform under pressure, they tend not to perform. And for me, that is where my worry is. Look, the people at Olympus even believe the Hearts of Oak dodge. Was it the Manchagona Cup? Something that they were supposed to?
It was supposed to be, yes, the Mancha Cup.
The Manchester Cup.
The Mancha Cup. They dodged it. Me, I was one of those who spoke to the people of House of Oak. You show up, you take a minimum of Ayoko.
Minimum
of Ayoko. If they had shown up for that game, House of Oak would have, Accra Great Olympics would have beaten House of Oak minimum of 4. Now, sensibly, they dodged that cup.
But they can't dodge the league.
But this one, you can't dodge it. Now, the likes of Barnier, Mo Alassane, Konedu Yadom, the left back, Kosa, they will have to show that they are indeed among the best players in the country. And they fundamentally qualified the Black Galaxy to the
Chan tournament.
The Chan that we've not qualified for the past 3 editions. Accra Great Olympics looks more like a unit. Everybody understands what
better chemistry.
Better chemistry. And Yapraku has been so smart. You see, when he took over from Anna Walker, he's not done any sort of trying to change anything major.
Overhaul the team.
No. In terms of the way they are playing their football, he's actually continuing with what Anna Walker is dead. And as a result of that, the boys now believe that, look, this is the man to indeed take us to the promised land. You remember on Scorecard, I said, I really don't know what the target of Olympics is. For me, that is my worry.
That's the only problem you have with Olympics.
If Olympics can tell the whole world, no more olo boy come, olo boy call botu emin kpabu fai. Nyaha nuolia. Meaning Olympics target.
Because David Duncan stepped into media and he already says that their target is to win the league.
Is to win the league.
Yeah.
Because we've seen Olympics do so well. And then all of a sudden, somewhere then, whoa. How can you be playing against
Only Rosalinda.
What is that?
Only Aisha Juan.
What is that? We need to know their target. And I think that, look, if the target is right, if the target is to go all out and be counted, look, they've got a very formidable team and they can beat any team on their day. We've seen them over the few seasons, discipline Kotoko, discipline House of Oak with ease.
Cheeky ease.
So look, on Sunday, the stage will be set. For me, I really don't know what House of Oak will offer. But it is looking more like they're relying on individual brilliance. But when you go for a derby game like this, first and foremost, fundamentally, you need the team to function as a unit. Then within the unit, 1 or 2 players can show their ability or their class and win the game for you. In Accra Great Olympics, they've got the likes of Ashikwe and Quao. Those guys, over the few seasons since 2020, they've disciplined House of Oak severally.
You mean they know how to discipline House of Oak?
So look, for Bwedu, as a coach, if you want to retain this league, he needs to get, because look, Kotoko, take it or leave it, I think they are the team to beat. They didn't play in their first game.
They won't play a second game.
They won't play a second game. And Kotoko will look at House of Oak result and say, come on, this team is the team most likely to put us under pressure when they are in form. Let's go open a 6-point lead on them and see how it goes. But if you ask my sincere view, Olympics starts the game as favorite because they are more of a solid unit, and that makes them very difficult to break down. And Yapreku knows House of Oak. He knows the in and out of House. He knows the way House of Oak goes about their business. They can waste a means.
You mean putting flowers behind their ears and things?
Carrying
Rosalinda things.
Boiled egg and chewing it with the chef and
Are you kidding me right now?
No, I'm a quenahi.
So they should eat before the game.
So
if you go chop, if you boiled egg with shell, you go chop.
So please.
But people eat boiled egg with shell.
Have you eaten boiled egg with shell before?
I've not eaten snake before, but people eat snake.
Have you seen somebody eating boiled egg with
I've
shell
seen
before?
some before.
So you see,
Is the person under call?
it will come down. I really want to see how House of Oak will play, because I didn't watch them in that game against Adriana. I can't say that much. I'll be at the stadium and see what they will do. Yeah.
Look, last night I was thinking about Hearts of Oak, and I think that they are in a very difficult position where think about it. You are going to your second game of the season and you are trying to get your team to function. By the time everything comes together, you never know how much of a gap you would have to recover. And it probably might be a little too late. And the last thing Hearts want is to give Olympics and Kotoko something to hold on to. You get it? Like, for example, you give Olympics a 6-point gap already, and then you try this catch up. And I watched Hearts of Oak last season. I don't think they do very well when they are hunting teams down. I don't think they do well. You know, they don't. Yeah, I don't think they do too well when they are the ones doing the chase, right? And I get a little worried. For Samuel Bedu, he has to try and find a way of not letting Hearts lose on Sunday. I don't think it's a result they need, because what it does is that already you go 6 points behind Olympics. Kotoko are yet to play. There's a Confed campaign. There's a Confed Cup campaign you have got to start, and all these things start weighing on the players. And if you watch that game against Adriana last Sunday, I say that the more pressure Hearts of Oak goes under, the more mistakes we'll start to see. Because what happened on Sunday, if you look at the goal, it was just a breakdown of, it was one error after the other and eventually led to the goal Adriana scored. And if I watch Great Olympics and how they play, they can easily force you into some of those mistakes. And Hearts don't need that now. So I don't know. Look, I feel that is a very important game for Samuel Bedu. On Sunday, he has to get this team to quickly get into motion. I know it's a bit of a demand because the off-season didn't work too well. But somehow what they cannot do is give ground to Olympics. Yeah. On the flip side, Olympics will be relishing this encounter.
No, Yapraku said it.
They will be
He
enjoying
says they are licking their chops.
You know, because then you get 6 points on the board. You are 6 points away from Hearts of Oak. And then you start to build the season. But I'm in total agreement with what Chris said concerning Olympics and their mindset. Remember when they had Awako, was it 2 seasons ago? Yeah, 2 seasons ago. That first half of the season was magical. And then the second half of the season was as though they looked content. So and things like that. I feel what can help Olympics take that jump is a clear definition of what it is that they want from the season. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it is pressure, I don't know. But I feel that Olympics need to tell themselves, we are doing this. If it's top 4, we are finishing top 4. If it's top 3, great. If we are going for it, let's go for it. Because I feel that lack of clarity somehow kicks in and it kind of derails their season, because it's let's win this game and let's not win the next one. You get the point. So I feel that what Olympics need to do to keep their season going is define what they want. Once they define what they want, I feel this team is hungry enough. I always say that I look at a player like Philip Nikojosaki, right? Yeah. And he's the type of player you'd want to have in your team. A player who loves the club to bits and is ready to do anything and everything for the team. And you get, when you watch them play, they play with a lot of joy, a lot of love for that club. So if they back it with a proper vision and a proper identification of an objective, I feel that Olympics can start to do big things, really, really big things in the league.
Olympics, they say define your objective for the season. Don't be playing in a vacuum, playing for nothing. You don't know what you're playing for. Daniel, Manchester Derby. You have watched a lot of Manchester Derbies. Your team hasn't won since 2020. You haven't seen a Manchester Derby victory in how long, only God knows. What will it take for House of Folk to get a Manchester Derby win for you this weekend?
Manchester Derby win, it doesn't bring trophy.
It is a trophy for Olympics. You can't take that away from them, please. They know that.
But then 3 points will add to.
It will add to your trophy run.
And then you eventually get your hands on
I've not seen Manchester Derby win since 2020. I've seen 5 trophies since 2020.
You have come a long way. You have come a long way from winning. You have come a long way from the Obahema Ejewa Cup. I'm proud of you.
I've seen 5 trophies in the last 2 years. I'm full. I'm even tired of winning. What are you talking about? No, but look, I agree perfectly with what Coach is saying. Olympics are certainly starting as favorites. They look like they understand in recent seasons, they understand this fixture and they happen to approach it much better than Hearts in terms of their psyche going into the game. They handle this much better in terms of temperament. Hearts seem all over the place. In the season where Awako was at Olympics, Hearts were just locked. They couldn't do anything. They looked like the situation got to them, the occasion got to them, and Olympics handled it much better and went on to win. Similar thing happened last season, although I feel like last season's game, I think that, the one that ended in 1-1 draw. I think Olympics were tactically better in that game. Defensively, Hearts were found wanting. And if you look at patterns in the Hearts, Diana Hearts game last week, you can tell that those defensive frailties are still lurking around the Hearts of Oak team. And that is something that needs to be fixed as quickly as possible. As to whether it will be done before Sunday, I don't think so. But I think if Hearts really want to mount a title challenge, which they want to do, the defense seriously needs a fix. And it's not about personal life. I'm talking about the structure of the defense. And how they approach things and how they close out teams. It will seriously need a fix because we are seeing some patterns from last season trickle into this season, and that is certainly not the best. But my major concern is the timing of this game. And look, Kotoko are playing in Africa. They are playing a 3 p.m. game on Sunday, second leg of a CAF Champions League qualifier. I feel like the authorities understand where we are in terms of football in this country.
Yeah, man.
We've not reached the stage where we have our teams qualifying for the CAF Champions League season in, season out. So Kotoko in the CAF Champions League is a big deal.
It's a big deal.
They've done very well to win the
First
first leg away from home.
It should be
And they are coming
accorded
home.
the necessary.
Stop everything. Let us give Kotoko the support for those 2 hours that they are playing, the 90 minutes they are playing through. I don't see the reason why Hearts and Olympics couldn't be played at 6 p.m.
At 6 p.m.
at Accra Sports Stadium. I honestly don't see that. Why is there a fixture clash? And you see the fact that it's not just a Hearts of Oak game, it's a Manchester derby at the same time that Kotoko is playing such an important game. It's just going to split attention, and it's for me, it's marketing wise, it doesn't really make sense because look, I've said it. This is
How about the people who say that Kumasi have their own audience and they will fill out the stands either way,
see,
and then Hearts of Oak and Olympics also have their
it's not
own.
just about
the neutral.
It's not just about filling up the stands. It's about where the focus is during that particular point.
As a country, as a
As a
nation,
country,
where are
we need to show that we are supporting.
I
Look,
feel about
last year, you see, it's not helpful because last year when Hearts were playing in Africa, the first two qualifiers, there was no Ghana Premier League football.
Yeah.
So the Hearts of Oak players were literally using the qualifiers as a pre-season, and we didn't help them then. This time around also, look, players have that sense of when everybody is behind them. We've seen it before. If you remember the normalization special competition, that during the period where Kotoko were playing in Africa under CK Akono, when they came to, every team that came to the Babaya, everything stopped. There was no football in the country. But everybody put their weight behind Kotoko. I don't support them. Not everybody in this country supports them. They are Olympics fans, they are Hearts fans. But where our football was at that particular point in time, we just wanted a win. And everybody put their support behind Kotoko. And they did marvelously well in that group stages, especially in front of their home fans. And I feel like that's the sort of support that we should be giving our clubs. When we reach a stage where, like in 2000, we have two teams reaching semi-finals, finals, and then the rivalry can continue. But when you're a country that is trying to build yourself back into African club competition, these are some of the small things we can do for our clubs. I don't think, and I think Kotoko fans will look at this thing and they will not be too happy about it because it looks like they are the only ones who will be focusing
on their game.
On their game, and that is not fair, especially when the game could have been rescheduled because we've seen things like that before. The game could have been done, and I don't see why it wasn't.
Manchester derby under the lights makes so much sense.
Yeah,
it makes so much sense when you look at it from a marketing point of view.
Yeah.
So I wonder why the scheduling was done that way. Kotoko is flying the flag for us. Let's give them that support and respect.
Well, looks like Kotoko will have to split their audience with Great Olympics and Accra Hearts of Oak. I'm sure Hearts of Oak really don't mind. Let me come to you guys on RC Cardiogo. Nathan?
Yeah, I'm just saying that Nottingham Forest too are taking it on one side.
Oh, Nottingham Forest.
They've considered 3 goals in 5 minutes.
I'm actually afraid.
I looked at the scores just, as it was 1-1 like 5 minutes ago.
They were leading actually,
They were
1-0.
leading.
And in the space of 5 minutes, they've
Because
considered
I was looking at the score, I was thinking to myself, this looks...
You didn't have to slide tackle him like that. No, but guys, I'm genuinely scared for Nottingham Forest. They bought 23 players?
They didn't have a choice.
Something crazy like that.
understandably.
They didn't have a choice.
No, but of course, how are you going to get?
First of all, they lost 6 first team players because they were on
They
loan.
actually shipped out almost an equal number of players, though.
So, and then a lot of players. So if you remember, they qualified through their playoffs. So it means that they are not even the best team in the championship.
Yeah.
So that team was definitely not Premier League quality. You have to fill it with Premier League quality footballers. So and it take a while for them to gel.
So let me just give you an update
By the time
on
the
the games.
gelling shows up, they are in the championship.
Daniel, your friend scored, by the way.
Who's this?
Taiwo Awoni.
My striker.
Awoni.
My striker.
Aston Villa.
Union Berlin.
Aston Villa leading Southampton 1-0.
Jake
So
Ramsey.
yes, and then there's the Nottingham Forest game with Fulham, which is 3-1. So Fulham leading by 3-1. It's 62 minutes played in that game. Let's talk about Asante Kotoko now. Let's go to the RC Kadiogo game they have coming up. Baba, coach, let me start with you. They have a Burkinabe coach in Seydou Zebo. I mean, I don't know what the thinking was behind hiring Seydou Zebo. If you look at his record is not anything shiny. But no, honestly, his record isn't anything shiny. And the Burkinabe League, Burkinabe teams are tough by nature, but they are not exceptionally great. They won 1-0 away from home. Isaac Opon, aka Neymar, with that goal. He was injured almost the whole of last season. This season, they say they hope that he will do big things for them. What should be the plan going up against a Burkinabe team who are physically stronger than you, and you know definitely that you have to bear the pressure of your fans? Kotoko don't seem to do too well when their fans are in the stands a lot and they are giving them pressure, especially in continental games.
Yes,
especially.
I really don't know. Is the away goal rule in place?
It definitely applies. It applies here.
Okay, so if it does, then Kotoko will have to be very careful. Yes, they've won away. He who is down, fear no fall. So the Burkinabes are coming to this game with one ambition. We need to go and play and get a result. The problem here is that for every goal the Burkinabes scored, Kotoko will have to respond. As it stands, Kotoko is in the lead. So tactically, I expect the manager to respect the fact that they are in the lead. And there's something diligently to protect. So that one goal lead should be respected on the day. But there should be a clear balance between how to protect that lead and how to go and ask for more or seek for more. So what they really need to do is to start the game with every good intention. When I say every good intention, I mean go in there.
Play as though they don't have a goal.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Play as if it is 0-0. And we've not started. We've now started. Do things to get the fans to be on your side. Because the moment they were to do things to reverse that, then there will be serious issues. So Kotoko, in my view, would need to score first. If they do, that could take the game out of the reach of the Burkinabe's team. But if Burkina Faso or the team from Burkina Faso were to score first and cancel that lead, the Maza,
Trouble.
is it Bejaya or BYC and those?
Those memories.
Experience those memories.
They had one time they had to sneak one of the coaches out of the grounds in a tank.
He was a referee.
And for
Referee
me,
Kofi Koji, or
like
Kofi
you rightly
Kojia,
said,
Kofi Kojia.
the coach they've gone for,
Seydou Zebo.
Seydou Zebo. No more coach down.
I think he was also coaching the Burkinabe.
Yeah.
The Burkinabe.
He's coached their Chan team.
Their Chan
He's
team.
coached RC Kadiogo is one of the bigger teams in
and he's coached.
Burkina
But
Faso.
Kadioko, I mean, by African continent, now
Yeah.
so continentally, I would have thought that if Prosper Ogum is gone, you go in for a coach who's got a bit more pedigree on the continent. If you saw the need to go outside Ghana, you should go and bring the best, though. That's always been my problem. If you want to step out of the shores of Ghana, go and bring with something we don't have. Something that some of us can learn from.
Yeah.
Or somebody that our coaches here will look at and say, come on, we need to learn from this guy before he leaves this country. She can coach ne the players will have to look at the bigger picture. I don't remember the last time Kotoko was, was it 2008?
They've been out to the group stage for a very long time.
Yeah, I think the last time it was in 2008 or 2010. Champions League group stages. Something like that. I really don't remember. They should bring people like Eric Bequeen to go and talk to these boys and get them to understand the importance of getting into the money zone of the Champions League. And it started last weekend. Oh. It continues through to this week. This game against what? The Burkina-based team. So be very, very intent in whatever you do. Don't go and be undecided.
And they'll be without a Tuga in Bella.
That is massive.
He's trying to force
Yeah,
it. He's trying to force his way out of the club.
Go. Let him go. You see, it is better to get him to go so that you focus on the task ahead than to dilly-dally on his going, his coming, his staying. Because we all know he's an instrumental member. He's a force within the setup of Kotoko. I was told he reported very late for preseason. As we speak, he's not even match fit to go and impose himself on the game. And that is an issue. You don't want such characters in the dressing room. You don't know the mindset with which they're going. AJ Cameroon. Yeah, woman, you never tell it.
Burkina Faso, actually.
AJ Burkina Faso. Ona, they have to get it straight.
In Bella?
We're talking about Seydou.
No,
We're talking
no,
in Bella. Oh, in Bella from
Bella.
Cameroon.
He's from
He's
Cameroon.
Yeah.
AJ Cameroon, no more. Cameroon, Beke. He's not supposed to hold our team to ransom. So for me, the approach is key. Respect that 1-0 lead. Find a balance on how to protect that lead and how to attack with intent. When I say that tactical, if I'm the one in charge, I commit 5 in attack, as at when we have to attack. I keep 5 behind, as at when. Because in the modern game, if you've got 5 men behind the ball, awaiting the arrival of the other, let's say the wingers, to make it 7 men behind the ball, tactically you have a solid defensive shape with proper defensive line cover. They should respect all these basic fundamentals in the defending principles of the game. If they can do that, they'll go past Kadiogo. And then when we go to I think the next people is the North.
No.
The next team will
stage,
be
they take on
either AS Vita or Gaborone. And Gaborone are from
United
Botswana.
Or
Or AS Vita from Congo.
Before the final stage to the money.
No, I think after this.
If they can scale the next stage,
Then
they are into the group stage. You mean
Ejobodo? Mio.
Kadiogo, you should forfeit the game.
Oh. You mean it will be a baptism?
See.
But Kotoko labored in that first leg. They wasted chances.
All things being equal. If you are putting things down, if you are looking at things critically, all things being equal on this continent of Africa, top 5 when it comes to teams that perform at home, Kotoko is part. Baba Yara Sports Stadium.
They have wilted there in recent times.
I woke up
Champions
League.
Hearts of Oak themselves have done it to them. BYC.
It's not Hearts of Oak matter. CAF Champions League.
Burkina Faso team.
If you go by our early self, you will find. You see, the fact is, everybody has lost at home before, but more often than not, when they call upon their home fans, when they are standing in front of their home fans, Baba Yara Sports Stadium, forget Kadiogo. Forget. You see, when AS Vita Club comes, then let's have discussion. But Kadiogo Sunday, Charlie, good job. They play the 6-2 let's move.
Oh, that's just about it from us in here. I'll be taking a few shout-outs, shout-outs. A happy birthday to Kwabena Opon Kruma of Betway. Today's your birthday, Mr. All Black. Charlie, All Black.
Black.
Charlie, everywhere. See, everywhere. It doesn't even matter. It literally become like a signature now. So, yeah, Kwabena, have a good one.
When your birthday falls on a Friday, there's only one thing.
Charlie,
Last minute.
Coach is doing a little something. You mean well, even if you Charlie. I don't even know what that means, but Kobra, happy birthday to you. We hope you've had a good one so far from the entire Citi